Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Nameless podcast. I'm going to be your host, Chris Adams. Thanks for checking this out. First thing is, welcome to the new studio. We moved into our new offices about 6 months ago, and in that office design, we wanted to build a studio. You guys know I put together a lot of videos. I like to shoot content, but we needed a little bit more of a place because it became a little bit arduous converting my office desk into a podcast studio. And this is the outcome of that. So we're shooting on video. We've got great audio, and you're going to be able to find us on YouTube, obviously on the website, smattatech.com/podcasts. And then we've got finally decided on our podcast host. So you'll be able to find the podcast on all your favorite outlets. So the podcast is Nameless. We will go through that process. We will continue to work on a vision, right? The podcast, the vision statement for us, which is an exercise that we do for all of our organizations, has to be bigger than what the podcast is. So we're going to be working on a vision that will be part of this journey. Definitely going to be working on our mission statement. But kind of the three things that we do have are what we call our pillars, right? And our pillars are what kind of holds up, the everyday decisions and directions to help us complete our mission and fulfill our vision. So for us, the podcast really of some of the stuff that we've dabbled in over the last few years, to be honest, is definitely going to be clarity, getting really clear on what we're trying to provide. Number two, what the culture is to execute against what that vision statement is, or the clarity the purpose. And then three, the commitment to get that done. All three of those things have to be in alignment. I can take you through each of those for all of our companies, and we will do the same thing for our podcast. So the cool thing for the podcast is I have a lot of great conversations. I have great conversations with employees and my staff and the team. I have great conversations with our clients. And those conversations really always come around personal development, coming around leadership, and kind of the culture, right? And culture is a little bit cliche. I totally get it. But it is overlooked. And I think most people have a misconception about what culture is. And the thing for me is that culture and that intention starts with me. You're going to hear a lot from me in the fact that, listen, you are the leader of one. You've got to get that right. And I think too many times people spend too much time on not getting that right and trying to control or say that they're a leader and try to control those people. And that's not what leadership is. And I'm not going to go into what my definition of leadership is right now, but I have a very clear, distinct definition of what leadership is. I don't think CEOs, in my definition, are default leaders. I don't think coaches are default leaders. I think if you're a coach of a football team, you're a coach. If you're the CEO of a team or of an organization, you're the chief executive officer. Leadership is a learned skill, a skill that I continue to learn. The thing for me is, back to you, what are you doing to help be a better leader? How are you making the choices in your life? And I think that you have to understand what your life is about, what your business is about, what the culture is that you're going to create to pursue and fulfill that vision from the clarity, and then the commitment. So those pillars are going to be there. All right, we're definitely going to be there. So we got some great guests lined up. You can see down below. You can watch those videos, or you can jump onto Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Spotify and go find those. So anyway, I'm super excited about this. I'm really excited about the studio. It's still kind of a work in progress, but it's fantastic, and appreciate you guys being here. And I hope you enjoy the podcast as much as I have. I've learned so much already, and I got a lot more to learn. And this is going to be a really good medium to share a lot of things. And with that said, we'll see you on the podcast. Thanks.